We've all faced moments when someone's words or actions seem deliberately rude, whether it's a snarky comment, an impatient remark, or even silent disregard. In those moments, it's easy to feel hurt, angry, or even powerless. But the Stoics, ancient philosophers who spent their lives mastering the art of living well, saw these moments as opportunities, not to lash out, but to build inner strength. In this video, we'll explore 5 Stoic rules for handling rude people that can transform how you respond to negativity, protect your peace, and even help you grow. Let's dive into the ancient wisdom that still holds the power to change how we face these everyday challenges. Rule 1. You can't control others, only yourself. The first rule is one of the cornerstones of Stoic philosophy. Focus only on what you can control. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic philosophers, said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." When someone is rude to you, you can't change their behavior, but you can always control how you respond. Think of it this way: when someone is rude, they're revealing their state of mind, not yours. Their anger, frustration, or negativity is their burden to carry. You don't have to pick it up. Instead of reacting emotionally, practice observing the situation calmly. Notice their words or actions, but don't let them stir emotions within you. Imagine you're having a stressful day at work, and a colleague snaps at you during a meeting. Your first instinct might be to snap back, but here's where the Stoic practice comes in. You pause. You recognize that their reaction isn't about you, it's about them. You stay calm, control your own mind, and refuse to let their rudeness control your emotions. This practice, over time, will make you more resilient, not only to rudeness, but to all forms of negativity. Rule 2. Don't take it personally. It's often about them, not you. One of the hardest lessons to learn is that most people's actions, especially negative ones, are reflections of their own inner struggles. Epictetus, another Stoic master, said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." When someone is rude, they may be dealing with stress, insecurity, or frustrations that have nothing to do with you. But how often do we internalize rudeness? We let a rude comment or action define us, assuming that there's something wrong with us. The truth is, rudeness is often a symptom of what's going on in someone else's mind. By not taking their behavior personally, you free yourself from unnecessary suffering. Let's say you're out with friends, and someone you barely know makes a cutting remark about you. Instead of replaying their words in your head, wondering what you did wrong, stop and remind yourself, this isn't about me. Their behavior is a reflection of their own state of mind. You protect your peace by refusing to carry their negativity with you. By distancing yourself emotionally from their rudeness, you gain perspective, and you realize that their actions don't define your worth. Rule 3. Practice empathy. Understand before you react. One of the most transformative Stoic practices is to respond to others with empathy, even when they're being rude. Marcus Aurelius urged us to, whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself, what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to criticize? This isn't about excusing bad behavior, but about understanding that everyone is fighting battles you can't see. When someone is rude, instead of responding with anger, ask yourself, what might they be going through? Maybe they're stressed, overwhelmed, or dealing with personal struggles. Empathy shifts your perspective and allows you to respond with kindness rather than defensiveness. This doesn't mean accepting mistreatment, but it does mean recognizing that rudeness often comes from pain or frustration. Imagine someone cuts you off in traffic, yelling as they drive past. Your initial reaction might be anger, but take a moment and ask yourself, what might be going on in their life? Maybe they're late for an important meeting, or they've received bad news. By choosing to empathize, you diffuse your own anger, and you no longer allow the situation to control your mood. In practicing empathy, you begin to understand that most people's rudeness isn't personal. It's a reflection of their own inner world. And that realization gives you the power to remain calm and centered. Rule 4. Silence speaks louder than words. The Stoics believed in the power of silence. Seneca, one of the great Roman Stoics, said, "It is a great thing to know the right time for speech and the right time for silence." When someone is rude to you, they often expect a reaction. They want to pull you into their negativity, to make you feel the same frustration or anger they're feeling. But silence can be your greatest tool. When you choose not to respond to rudeness, you maintain control of the situation. Silence is not weakness. It's a powerful statement that you won't let someone else's behavior dictate your own. It shows strength, discipline, and emotional maturity. If someone is trying to provoke you, perhaps a rude comment in a heated argument, pause, breathe, and choose silence. Instead of reacting immediately, let their words hang in the air. Often this quiet response says more than any comeback could. It shows that you're above petty insults, and it often disarms the other person, leaving them without fuel for their fire. In a world that encourages immediate reactions, silence is a rare and powerful choice. It allows you to keep your inner peace intact while others are swept away by their emotions. Rule 5. Keep things in perspective. Does this really matter? One of the most liberating lessons from Stoicism is the ability to keep perspective. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself to ask, "Will this matter in the future?" When we encounter rude people, it's easy to get caught up in the moment, letting their behavior ruin our mood, our day, or even our relationships. But Stoicism teaches us to look at the bigger picture. Will this rude comment matter a week from now? A month from now? Often the things we get upset about are fleeting, insignificant in the grand scheme of life. By keeping perspective, you remind yourself that this moment is temporary. Don't let a small, fleeting event dictate your peace of mind. If someone insults you or treats you disrespectfully, pause and ask yourself, will this affect me tomorrow, next week, a year from now? More often than not, the answer is no. By keeping the larger picture in mind, you free yourself from the weight of the moment and can let it go more easily. Stoicism encourages us to see things as they truly are, momentary disruptions, not life-altering events. With this perspective, you protect your inner calm and don't let rudeness have power over you. Handling rude people doesn't require you to stoop to their level or lose your peace. By embracing these Stoic rules, controlling your reaction, not taking it personally, practicing empathy, embracing silence, and keeping perspective, you not only protect your emotional well-being, but also grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. The next time someone is rude to you, see it as an opportunity to practice these Stoic principles. You'll find that, over time, these encounters will no longer disrupt your inner peace, and you'll develop a calm, grounded approach to life's challenges. If you found this helpful, be sure to subscribe for more Stoic